Friends, in today's explosive video, we are going to talk about one of the biggest action comedy movies of 2025, titled Heads of State. This film stars Idris Elba as the British Prime Minister and John Cena as the American President, two characters who strongly disagree but are forced to team up after they become targets of a major global conspiracy. In this video, we will conduct a full post-mortem of the movie, covering its thrilling plot, the detailed production insights, the marketing strategy, and how this buddy action comedy managed to succeed. We want to be clear, we will only be giving you a detailed and unbiased review, and we will not be presenting the full movie. If you like our video, please subscribe to our channel and also comment to let us know which character's chemistry you enjoyed the most. Friends, in today's video, we will first give you an introduction to the Heads of State movie. This is a fast-paced, high-stakes action comedy that kicks off when an international terrorist conspiracy takes an unexpected turn, putting the lives of two of the world's most powerful leaders at risk. The film humorously explores how these leaders, the British Prime Minister and the American President, find themselves in extraordinary circumstances, forced to team up to save their respective offices and their lives. The true enjoyment of this movie lies in its unusual blend of action and comedy, where attempts to solve a global crisis quickly escalate into a flurry of jokes and gun battles. Heads of State is a 2025 American action comedy film directed by Ilya Naishuller. It stars Idris Elba and John Cena as the UK Prime Minister and US President, respectively, who are forced to work together when they become the targets of a foreign adversary. Priyanka Chopra, Jack Quaid, Paddy Considine, Stephen Root, and Carla Gugino also star. Heads of State was released worldwide by Amazon MGM Studios via Prime Video on July 2, 2025. Friends, we are now going to tell you the thrilling plot of the Heads of State movie. But before that, one important thing. If you still haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so immediately so you don't miss any of our upcoming amazing videos. And make sure to tell us in the comments how you liked this review and which scene of the movie you are looking forward to. Your feedback is very important to us. Let's go now, without further ado, to the movie's central plot, where a storm of action and comedy awaits you. A joint team of MI6 agents and CIA officers, led by Senior Agent Noel Bissett, are in Buñol, Spain, during the La Tomatina festival, chasing Russian arms dealer Viktor Gradov. Gradov outsmarts them, his men kill Bissett's team, and acquire a link to Echelon, the global surveillance program used by the Anglosphere intelligence alliance Five Eyes. Meanwhile, Sam Clarke, the UK Prime Minister, receives a state visit from the newly elected United States President Will Derringer, a former action movie star. The two do not get along, and a public argument breaks out in front of the press, after which their respective aides Quincy and Bradshaw convince them to fly to the upcoming NATO summit in Trieste together aboard Air Force One to present a united front to the world. During the flight, Air Force One is shot down by Gradov's terrorists. Clarke and Derringer escape using parachutes but are stranded in Belarus and presumed dead by the rest of the world. Realizing that someone in their inner circles has betrayed them to Gradov, the two hitch a ride to Poland with a friendly Belarusian lady and seek shelter with CIA officer Marty Comer in Warsaw. Gradov's men, led by assassins Sasha and Olga, attack the hideout, and Comer is shot in the head. Clarke and Derringer escape with the help of Bissett, who survived Gradov's attack in Spain. Bissett tells Clarke and Derringer that the NATO summit has been derailed due to Gradov's hacker Hammond breaking into the Echelon and leaking national security files to the public. Derringer also learns that Clarke and Bissett were in a relationship prior to Clarke running for office. The three embark for the summit in Italy by train, where they are attacked by another of Gradov's assassins. Hammond, tired of being forced to work for Gradov, kills the assassin but is mortally wounded. He instructs the trio to go to his former office in Zadar, Croatia, to find out who betrayed them. They locate old chat logs that implicate Derringer's aide Bradshaw. They are again attacked by Gradov's assassins, and Clarke is seemingly killed in an explosion. Derringer and Bissett arrive in Trieste for the summit, where they learn that the real traitor is Vice President Elizabeth Kirk, who implicated Bradshaw as a false trail. The assassins working for her and Gradov chase Derringer and Bissett through Trieste. The two were saved by Clarke, who survived the explosion. Olga is killed when her grenade launcher goes off by accident during the chase, and the trio arrives at the summit in time to prevent the dissolution of NATO at the hands of Kirk. Derringer confronts her, but she is shot and killed by Gradiv, whose assassins assault the summit. Bissett fights and kills Sasha, while Clark and Derringer pursue Gradiv, killing him when the latter throws a statue at his helicopter, causing it to crash. 2 months later, the relationships within NATO have been repaired, and Clark and Derringer have become close friends. In a post-credits scene, Comer is revealed to have survived the attack in Warsaw due to a metal plate in his head and is approached by Bissett while attempting to pick up women at a bar. Friends, we are now going to give you the production details of Heads of State, explaining how this action comedy was brought to life. But first, we want to remind you once again, if you liked our video, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. Your support is the reward for our hard work. So, regarding production, this was a major co-production between Amazon Studios and the Safran Company, boasting a significant budget and scale. Most of the filming took place in stunning international locations like London and Paris, which reinforces the global threat theme of the film. The movie was directed by Ilya Naishuller, known for hit action films like Hardcore Henry and Nobody. His direction ensured the action sequences between Idris Elba and John Cena were raw, fast-paced, and extremely funny. The production timeline was quite rapid to get it ready for the 2025 release, and it is the result of their hard work that we got to see a truly high-octane action film. It was announced in October 2020 that Amazon Studios had picked up the project, which would star Idris Elba and John Cena, the pair having previously co-starred together in The Suicide Squad 2021. 2 years later in October 2022, Ilya Naishuller was hired to direct the film. In April 2023, Priyanka Chopra joined the cast. Paddy Considine, Stephen Root, Carla Gugino, Jack Quaid, Sarah Niles and Richard Coyle would be added to the cast the following month. 6. Filming began in London in May 2023. Filming continued in Liverpool Street George's Hull in June 2023. Later in July and August, location shooting moved to Trieste for some chase scenes. In May 2024, additional scenes were shot in Belgrade, Serbia. Idris Elba as Sam Clark, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and a veteran of the British Army. John Cena as Will Derringer, the President of the United States famous for his previous career as an action movie star. Priyanka Chopra as Noel Bissett, a senior MI6 agent. Jack Quaid as Marty Comer, a CIA officer and station agent in Warsaw. Paddy Considine as Victor Gradiv, a Russian arms dealer. Stephen Root as Arthur Hammond, a hacker for Gradiv. Carla Gugino as Elizabeth Kirk, the Vice President of the United States. Sarah Niles as Simone Bradshaw, White House Chief of Staff. Richard Coyle as Quincy Harrington, Downing Street Chief of Staff. Claire Foster as Kat Derringer, the First Lady of the United States. Katrina Durden as Olga the Killer, an assassin working for Gardiv. Alexander Kuznetsov as Sasha the Killer, an assassin working for Gardiv. Charlton Copley as Thomas Co-op Cooper, a CIA officer and Bissett's counterpart. Adrian Lucas as Jack Gordon, a reporter. Ingeborg Adaptonite as Belarusian farmer. Andrei Dementiv as Belarusian Gopnik. Stephen Cree as Agent Krasin, President Derringer's lead Secret Service agent. Claudia Domit in an unnamed cameo. Dan Abrams as himself, a host of Dan Abrams Live. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 68% of 111 critics' reviews are positive. The website's consensus reads, Heads of State's lighthearted handling of geopolitics may be too cute by half, but the comedic alliance between Idris Elba and John Cena remains strong in this slick action flick. Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, assigned the film a score of 57 out of 100, based on 19 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. Matt Zoller Sites of RogerEbert.com gave the film 2.5 out of 4 stars and wrote, all in all, it's stupid fun, done with enough panache that its thin story and sometimes too glib attitude doesn't hurt it too much. Idrissa Akuna Elba Obe is an English actor and rapper. He has received a Golden Globe Award as well as nominations for 3 BAFTA Awards and 6 Emmy Awards. He was named in the Time 100 list of the most influential people in the world in 2016. His films have grossed over $9.8 billion at the global box office, making him one of the top 20 highest-grossing actors. In 2025, Elba was named as the UK's third most influential black person in the 2026 Power List. Elba studied acting at the National Youth Music Theatre in London. He rose to prominence playing Stringer Bell in the HBO series The Wire, 2002-2004, and DCI John Luther in the BBC One series Luther, 2010-2019, the latter of which earned him the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, miniseries or television film, as well as 4 nominations for the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Series or Movie. He was also Emmy-nominated for his guest role in Showtime comedy drama series The Big C 2011, and for his leading role in Apple TV Plus thriller series Hijack 2024. He is also known for his recurring guest role as Charles Minor in the NBC sitcom The Office 2009. John Felix Anthony Cena is an American professional wrestler and actor. Signed to WWE since 2001, he is a record 17-time world champion, holding the most recognized world title reigns in the promotion's history, and is widely regarded as one of the greatest professional wrestlers WWE of all time. Cena has also starred in numerous films and television shows, including The Marine 2006, Bumblebee 2018, and F9 2021, as well as starring in the television series Peacemaker 2022-2025 as the eponymous lead. Originally pursuing a bodybuilding career, Cena began wrestling in 1999 and signed with WWE in 2001 to its developmental territory Ohio Valley Wrestling. After debuting on the main roster on SmackDown in 2002, he rose to prominence as a brash, villainous rapper 13 before becoming the company's top heroic figure from the mid-2000s to the mid-2010s. From 2018, he began working a reduced schedule. His run as a face from 2003 to 2025 was the longest continuous portrayal of a heroic character in WWE history. Cena has headlined multiple major WWE pay-per-views, including its flagship event, WrestleMania, 6 times. He has held numerous championships and accomplishments, including 14 WWE championships and 3 World Heavyweight Championships. He is also a 2-time Royal Rumble and 1-time Money in the Bank winner. His full-time career received mixed critical and audience reception, with praise for his character work and promotional skills but criticism for his perceived over-representation and on-screen dominance relative to other wrestlers. In contrast, his later career has been more positively received. Friends, we are now going to tell you about the marketing for Heads of State, and how Amazon Studios strategically positioned this film to be a global smash hit. The entire marketing strategy hinged fundamentally on the unexpected, buddy comedy, chemistry between Idris Elba and John Cena. The marketing team heavily utilized social media, focusing specifically on releasing hilarious teasers and behind-the-scenes moments featuring the 2 stars to generate early buzz. A major part of the campaign involved positioning them as the odd couple, amplifying the comedy derived from the clashes between the serious British PM, Elba, and the reckless American President, Cena. Amazon made full use of its own platforms like Twitch and Prime Video, where live interviews and fun gaming sessions with the actors were promoted to engage younger audiences. Internationally, the inclusion of Priyanka Chopra Jonas gave the film a significant push in the Indian and South Asian markets. This coordinated marketing effort ensured that the film became a topic of global discussion even before its release. If you liked our video and want to keep learning such deep movie insights, then you absolutely must subscribe to our channel. Friends, now let's talk about the character who handles the dangerous and intelligence-driven side of the film, Noel Bissett, portrayed by the global actress Priyanka Chopra Jonas. Noel Bissett is a senior MI6 agent, holding a high-ranking position within the British intelligence. When both the British Prime Minister and the US President become targets of a terrorist conspiracy, Noel is the first person to grasp the severity and depth of the plot. Her character is a sharp, pragmatic, and highly competent operative who takes on the responsibility of protecting and coordinating the 2 clashing world leaders. Noel's role injects elements of action, high-tech intelligence, and seriousness into the movie. She serves as an anchor in the midst of the comedic chaos, using her expertise to shield them from the world's most dangerous assassins. Her character not only represents a powerful female agent but also underscores the film's global stakes. Friends, now we discuss a character who helps deepen the roots of the conspiracy, Marty Comer, played by actor Jack Quaid. Marty is a CIA officer and the station agent in Warsaw. His role introduces additional pressure and complexity into the narrative. Marty functions as an insider in this global conspiracy, closely monitoring the unusual events unfolding around the British Prime Minister and the US President. Marty is tasked with ensuring the protection of the American president, and his character shows how international intelligence agencies are viewing this crisis. In the film, Marty appears caught between his duty and the cold, hard reality of the espionage world, and his job is to provide crucial intelligence during the high-octane action sequences. Friends, now we discuss the most dangerous character in the film, Viktor Gradov, played by the veteran actor Paddy Considine. Viktor is a ruthless and dangerous Russian arms dealer and the central antagonist of this global conspiracy. His motivation is not merely power or money, instead, he is driven by an intense desire for personal revenge. Viktor, the son of a deceased scientist, vows to seek vengeance for his father's death from both the British Prime Minister Sam Clarke, Idris Elba, and the US President Will Derringer, John Cena. Viktor is the individual who orchestrates the terrorist attack on Air Force One, resulting in the two leaders being stranded in Central Europe. This character injects the element of intense thrill and danger into the film and is the formidable villain against whom both world leaders must set aside their humorous quarrels to fight. Friends, now we discuss the character who executes all the technology and cyber aspects of the villain's plot, Arthur Hammond, played by the veteran actor Stephen Root. Arthur Hammond is Viktor Gradov's personal hacker and technical mastermind. Arthur's role is not just auxiliary, he is the individual who hacked the Air Force One systems and enabled the terrorist attack that endangered the two world leaders. He is an expert in cyber warfare and plays a constant intelligent cat-and-mouse game against the MI6 and CIA agents like Noel and Marty. This character introduces the element of high-tech thriller and digital threat into the film, demonstrating that modern warfare is fought not just with bullets but also with the keyboard. Friends, now we discuss a character who handles the political and decision-making aspect of the film, Elizabeth Kirk, portrayed by the renowned actress Carla Gugino. Elizabeth Kirk is the Vice President of the United States. When President Will Derringer, John Cena, goes missing following a terrorist attack, Elizabeth Kirk immediately takes command of the nation. Her character is that of a leader who remains calm and logical under extreme pressure, and she must navigate not only an international crisis but also internal political tension within the country. Her presence adds real-world political implications to the film, showing what happens globally when the heads of state are compromised. Elizabeth Kirk's character represents power, resolve, and unwavering leadership amidst all the action and comedy. Friends, now we discuss a character who manages the White House operations during this major crisis, Simone Bradshaw, played by actress Sarah Niles. Simone Bradshaw is the White House Chief of Staff, and her role is crucial in maintaining order and immediate decision-making after President Will Derringer goes missing following the terrorist attack. She acts as Vice President Elizabeth Kirk's most trusted advisor, ensuring the executive branch's operations do not descend into chaos. Simone's character highlights administrative prowess and the ability to function under immense pressure. Her presence not only strengthens the political aspect of the film but also shows how an efficient team works alongside intelligence operatives to coordinate the rescue of the two world leaders. Friends, now we discuss a character who manages the pressure within the British Prime Minister's office, Quincy Harrington, played by actor Richard Coyle. Quincy Harrington is the Downing Street Chief of Staff, and his role mirrors that of Simone Bradshaw in the American White House. When Prime Minister Sam Clarke, Idris Elba, comes under attack, Quincy is responsible for managing the immediate and intense international crisis from London. His role represents the British political establishment in the film, showing how he works with MI6 agent Noel Bissett, Priyanka Chopra, to locate their missing boss and secure the nation. Quincy Harrington's character is that of a seasoned political operative working under pressure who, despite remaining behind the action, provides crucial political direction to the story. Friends, now we are going to tell you exactly when Heads of State arrived on streaming and in theaters. But first, 1 second. If you still haven't subscribed to our channel, why haven't you? Do it right now. Your support gives us the courage to bring you details of such explosive movies. So, let's talk about the release. This film was a major production by Amazon Studios and was released globally on Amazon Prime Video on July 5, 2025. This day was a major holiday for fans of action and comedy. Since it was a direct-to-streaming release, people around the world could enjoy this high-octane adventure starring Idris Elba and John Cena simultaneously. Friends, we are now going to give you the crucial budget details for Heads of State. As this was a major production from Amazon Studios, featuring global superstars like Idris Elba and John Cena, the budget was kept quite substantial. According to reports, the total production cost for this film was approximately $80 million USD. Amazon allocated this budget to ensure high-octane action, expensive international locations London, Paris and large-scale special effects. This budget was essential to maintain the high-quality standard expected of buddy action comedy films. It is worth noting that despite this massive cost, the film achieved stellar success on streaming, becoming one of the most watched films on Amazon Prime Video, proving it was a profitable financial decision. If you liked our video and want to keep learning such financial details about movies, then you absolutely must subscribe to our channel. Friends, this is the final paragraph of our video, and if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, we would be truly disappointed. We simply cannot do all this without your support. Please fulfill your duty now so that our hard work doesn't go unrewarded and our next videos can reach you. Now, let's discuss the most important message this movie gave us. Heads of State teaches us the vital importance of setting aside ideological differences and uniting for a greater cause. The film's message was that the British Prime Minister and the US President, who initially disliked each other intensely, were only able to survive and save the world because they sacrificed all their personal disputes and finally worked as a team. The story tells us that when facing major threats, success depends not on your politics, but on your integrity, courage, and willingness to sacrifice for the common good. These are the true reasons why this message is incredibly relevant in today's world. Be sure to tell us in the comments how much this message resonated with you.